Does these look familiar to you? If yes, then you are correct. This is over-tourism, and it is one of the problems that gives countries around the world the biggest headache ever. It is also not that hard to find examples of this around the world. For example, we've got Venice in Italy. We've also got Barcelona in Spain, or just Spain in general, because everywhere in Spain is pretty much crowded with tourists. And we've also got Bali in Indonesia as well. The big question is it better to restrict the tourism mobility or rely on the innovations in transportation that can reduce the emissions? We'll go into the answers later, but for now, we will discuss how restricting tourism-related mobility can be necessary for achieving a more sustainable approach to tourism. While innovations in transportation can somewhat reduce the environmental impacts but can still benefit the economy, some destinations require stricter regulations in order to protect the fragile ecosystems and cultural heritage. We managed to find 2 significant case studies that have been taking control of mass tourism, which are Bhutan and Thailand. Bhutan is a beautiful landlocked country that is located in the eastern Himalayas of South Asia, with over 70% of the land being forested. Most tours to the countries are very strictly controlled by the requirements that tourists must use a tour guide that is authorized, mainly being the licensed Bhutanese tour guides, and during their stay in the country, they must pay a mandatory minimum daily fee that includes the prices of their food, their accommodation, their transportation, and also a sustainable development fee that helps the country's environment preserving program. While Thailand has many beaches, the most famous out of all of them must be the Maya Beach, not just in the country, but also worldwide, after reaching its reputation by appearing in The Beach, which is a Hollywood movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio. He is the main character in Titanic, if you don't know who he is. And this was in 2000. However, in 2018, the government have decided to close off the beach in order to restore its natural landscape, as well as letting its ecosystem recover after being severely damaged by over-tourism. Later in 2022, they have reopened the beach once again to the tourists, but this time with much more regulations than before. This is because they have learned their lesson. And one of the most significant regulations being the ban on swimming on the beach to protect the local coral reefs and the sharks that have begun to return to the beach.
While restricting tourism mobility is one way to protect the environment, technology innovation in transport provide another effective solutions by improving transportation efficiency and reduce emissions. This innovation allows tourism to continue growing while minimizing environmental damage. Today, I will discuss some key innovations that are making tourism more sustainable. The first one is electric and hybrid transportation. One major advancement is the use of electric and hybrid vehicles. For tourist-related transport, these vehicles significantly reduce carbon emissions compared to traditional gas online or diesel-powered cars and buses. The second one is Norwegian electric ferries. Well, Norway. A popular tourist destination known for its fjords has introduced electric ferries to reduce emissions from boat tourism. Traditional ferries used diesels, which polluted the water and the air, so the introduction of electric ferries have made tourism more environmentally friendly while maintaining access to this stunning nature landscape. And the second one is we are talking about high-speed rail as an alternative to short flights. Another effective innovation is high-speed rail, which calls HSR, which provides a low-carbon alternative to short-haul flights. Air travel is one of the largest contributors to carbon emissions in tourism, but in some countries, high-speed trains now offer a more sustainable and convenient options. Like France. France has banned domestic flights on routes where a training journey of 2.5 hours or less is available. This policy encourages tourists and residents to take high-speed trains instead of planes, reducing carbon emissions significantly. And the second one is China high-speed rail network. Well, China has built the world's largest high-speed rail network, making train travel between major cities and tourist destinations faster, comfortable, and sustainable. Many tourists now prefer high-speed rail over flying because it is very cheap. The price is very cheap and more environmentally friendly, and even faster when considered airport security and boarding times. So let's do the innovation for the conclusion. So innovation in transportation offers a powerful way to reduce tourism environmental impact without limiting mobility, from electric vehicle and high-speed rail to sustainable aviation and green city activities. These advantages help tourists travel responsibly while still enjoying global destination. By investing in and promoting this technology, we can make tourism more sustainable for future generations. Thanks.